Marlowe!
Yes.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm also glad you're here.
You're glad that we're both here.
Yeah, I'm glad that we as a familial unit are here.
Well, I'm glad you're here because I need some help.
Okay.
I need someone to push the record button because I have to record some promos.
It's already recording.
Oh, have you already pushed the record button?
Yeah, start it. Start it now. Come on.
Oh, the promo?
Yeah,
okay.
Start the promo.
All right.
Start it.
All right. Come one, come all, and listen to Network Interference. What do you have to love?
The word is lose.
What? What's that?
The word is lose. Lose.
It says, what do you have to love?
No. You're reading it wrong again.
What is this font size?
I don't know, but we can make it a larger font.
And serif?
What?
Serif.
Like a serif font?
Like in that song by The Clash. El sorry if you don't like
I don't think that's what
font.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
Look it up.
Oh, I will.
And report back to us.
I will later.
Don't forget.
Oh, I won't.
All right. Did you ever stop? Did you ever stop recording?
Nope, it's been on this entire time.
Okay, here we go. Let me.
You got this.
You know what? I'm just going to wing it
Okay,
this time
you
because
got this.
I can't read this card.
Okay, anyways, let's go. Let's start this. Let's start it.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Come one, come all. Everybody's listening to Network Interference. What do you have to love? I mean,
The word is lose.
what do you have to lose?
Yeah, say it one more. Say it.
What do you have to lose?
No, the whole thing.
All right, the whole thing.
Come on. Yeah,
that
be
it?
like
You like
really
it?
happy. Be very happy though.
Come one, come all. Everybody's listening to Network Interference. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?
I think that was okay. You can.
What do you have to lose? Hello, Marlowe.
Hello, Dad.
How's it going, girl?
It's going all right. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here. You look pretty happy.
I know I am. I'm very happy.
You're happy and excited.
And I know it.
You're happy and you know it? Well, maybe I should clap my hands. What's so special about this occasion?
Well, it is our first podcast and our first podcast episode.
What is the name of our podcast?
Network Interference.
Network Interference.
Do you like it?
Yeah, love it.
Cool. Me too.
What's the haps on the podcast today? What's happening? All the kids say, "What's the haps now?"
Oh, I know. I am one of the kids.
Are you one of the kids that say
Yeah,
that?
I taught you that phrase.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I originated that phrase.
Nope. What's
What's
the
the
haps?
haps?
What's the haps, y'all?
Well, that's what all the kids are saying now.
Do you know what they're also saying? They're talking about TV game shows.
All the kids are talking about TV game shows. They want to learn about them. I can tell you that.
I want to learn about TV game
Do you?
shows. That's why today we're going to be talking with our friend Dave.
Oh, well, Dave knows a lot about TV game shows.
Yes.
He watches them over and over. He records old TV game shows on VHS tape, and he watches them over and over and over and
Really?
over. Yes.
Wow.
The same one. He'll watch the same episode.
You learn facts from them, right?
Well, the thing is, Dave forgets the answers real quick.
Oh,
and
gotcha. It's a new experience every time. And we're about to find out about his favorite ones and our favorite ones.
We're going to have him on the telephone?
Yeah, isn't that cool? We can do that.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. This is a recording.
How about we take a break right now,
Cool.
This is a recording.
and we'll come back and we'll talk with Dave about TV game shows.
Sounds awesome.
Then all the kids will be happy. Do you like TV game shows?
Not shows that I know.
We're going to talk about those too.
Okay.
But we're going to concentrate on the good stuff first.
Yeah, I'm ready to learn.
Before we get into the mediocre stuff.
Ready to learn.
All right.
The OGs of
We're
game
going to
shows.
save the mediocre stuff for later in the podcast. Dave, what is it that you like about those TV game shows? There were so many of them.
Well, I think that they were really sort of a form of escapism. As a kid, I wouldn't watch them unless I was homesick from school or probably during the summertime. Like a lot of kids would be outside playing and stuff. I was a TV fanatic. I was glued to TV.
This was not primetime shows we're talking about. We're talking
This
about
is
some
daytime.
daytime television. What is daytime television in the 70s? So we've got ABC, CBS, and NBC. There's some soap operas in the morning. I know that.
We got soap operas, and my mother was addicted to soap operas.
Right.
She used to listen to The Guiding Light when it was on the radio.
Right.
And then watched it when it switched to TV. So she would watch that, As the World Turns, all those other things. From what I remember, they were usually on until around 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And then after that, local news would come on. Then you'd get like Walter Cronkite and, all the other people. In the morning, it was cartoons. And then you would go to reruns of TV shows from like the 50s or 60s, and it would turn into game shows. Price is Right was one.
Price is Right would come on, and that was an hour-long show. Price is Right is one of the big ones. As far as game shows go, that was pretty epic because most of them were 30 minutes long, right? Half-hour shows.
Pretty much. The thing that I really appreciated about it is they never changed their set. It was 1972 for like 30-something years. And even now, with Drew Carey hosting it, they've glitzed it up a little bit, but they really haven't changed
but
much.
Not all that much. Oh, that's great.
I like that.
Yeah.
Give us the lightning round. Marlo, you got a list of some game shows.
Yeah,
and we will try to make a statement about it.
Okay, yeah. So just like come up with a couple of thoughts on each one. First one, match game.
I would say the one game show that I loved was Match Game. Brilliant.
Now, who was the host of that
And
one?
what is that?
Match Game was was hosted by Gene Rayburn, who was a TV host. He might have been an actor, but basically it would be 6 celebrities,
Right.
and you would have 2 contestants, 2 regular people, and they would read a question, and the question would be, Dumb Dora is so dumb, and the audience would go, how dumb is she? She's so dumb she didn't know what she did with her blank.
Let's see if I got this right. The celebrities would fill in the blank.
Yeah, the contestant would come up with the answer like, shoes or something, a little risque.
Right.
And then you have to match it to the 6 celebrities. And they could match 1, they could match 2, they could match all 6 of them. And
that's
I guess
fun.
whoever got the most points, they'd move on to another round where the contestant would have to pick 1 celebrity to make that match with. So,
gotcha.
And then they go on to the next round after that. But I loved it because you would have these 6 celebrities, and they clearly had been drinking. And you would have.
I believe you. They were drinking before they were going on those shows.
They had to
Okay.
be.
Okay.
You got
yep.
the 6 celebrities.
6
Hollywood
celebrities.
Squares ups it by 3. Hollywood Squares got 9 celebrities.
And Hollywood Squares had Paul Lynde as the center square.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay. We can just go on to that one next.
Hollywood Squares had 9 celebrities.
It was tic-tac-toe, basically, is what it was. Like, they had this huge stage with 3 rows, 3 celebrities, and Paul Lynde was always the center square.
3 rows of 3 squares each. And they're little booths that the celebrities are sitting in.
Yeah, and it was kind of like Match Game. They'd ask a question, and I think the celebrity would answer the question, and the contestant would have to say, yes, that's true. Peter Marshall was the host, and he would say whether or not it was true. There was X's or O's, and the square would go to whoever was the X or whoever was the O.
That is already too complicated for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too complicated. But you watched it for Paul Lynde because he'd always make some snarky comments.
Okay. So what about Let's Make a Deal? That one seems easy enough.
All the audience members would be in like Halloween costumes.
Oh, I love that. Wow, this would be my favorite one.
Like the contestants would wear costumes, and they'd have signs, pick me,
Gotcha.
and they'd say, well, I'll give you $500, or you can pick what's behind one of those screens. pick a screen. They'd open up screen number 1 and it would be, brand new set of kitchen pots and pans or something. Well, you can take that, or do you want what's behind one of the other screens?
And then you say, no, I'll take the kitchen stuff. And then they'll open up the other screens and there's like a pony behind one of them. And then the other one, there is
a new car.
A new car.
Oh.
That's right.
This Ford Pinto can be yours, that kind of thing. Yeah.
That one was fun because of the crazy people in the audience. However, I don't think it required much skill. That was just a luck game. So, I can't really get behind it too much. That's a guessing game.
And
they revived
attention.
it too. Yeah, they brought it back with Wayne Brady. He, I think, hosts it now. Because it was Monty Hall in the...
That's right. Okay. What
60s and
else did
70s.
I don't
Monty
even
Hall
know
do?
who that
Monty
is.
Hall.
Who is
what
that?
else?
I don't know.
But he had some cool sideburns, I believe.
Okay.
He had some great sideburns. I don't know what Monty Hall did.
Who else is a Monty?
Hall.
Python? Monty.
Well, Monty Python, yeah. Monty Python.
Monty Hall had
Feeling one.
great hair. He was Canadian. He was a game show host producer. I guess he worked in radio.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he hosted game shows on TV in New York in the 50s.
Marlowe, there is a very good chance, had you had a younger brother, that his name would have been Monty. Marlowe and Monty. That would have been great.
Yeah, I can
Monty.
see Monty as a little brother.
It's a damn good name. It's a fine Canadian name.
It's a fine Canadian name.
Okay, so the Newlywed Game.
Oh, yes.
That one
Jesus,
seems
okay.
fun, and I'm curious if there were any divorces that happened afterward.
Hells yeah. It's America,
I'm
baby.
sure there were a lot.
That would be the show that I would be interested in. Okay, name that tune.
Love this. Love this. In fact, we're going to play it right now.
Okay.
Let me make a tune and see if Dave can name it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, hold on.
I can do it. I can do it in one note.
Okay. Dun.
The Gates of Delirium by Yes.
Oh my gosh, how did you know?
Something told me that was it.
All right, let's do
could
another
feel
one.
it.
One note, okay?
Right.
Ready?
Okay. Supper's Ready by Genesis.
Love it. You're great. He's so good at this game. All right. He's
And
incredible.
in the actual game show,
no.
they'd have an orchestra on the stage. Like I can
it's
name
so
that in
great.
2 notes.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh,
betting as to how many notes they can name the song in.
Oh, that's
All right, Dave,
so
we're going to
fun.
twist this one up.
I can name it in 4. I can name it in 3. I don't even have to hear the notes. I know what the song is. That kind of thing.
All right, let's see if Dave can guess this one. This one's going to be the last note in the song.
Okay.
Okay.
That's The Morning After from the Poseidon Adventure.
There you go. All right.
Are you serious? These are actually.
Yeah, it's
I don't
incredible.
know these songs.
He's a genius. Okay.
Wow.
Hey, Dave, all right, look. All right.
Congratulations.
Now, in
This
this
is
song,
great.
let's just say we were going to cut this song in half, okay? Like
Okay.
right in the middle. This is that note right in the middle, okay? Boing. I'll do it again. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Same
Okay.
note. Boing.
I'm gonna go with Hot Stuff by Donna Summer.
Amazing.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's like I think you guys are just playing some joke on me. I'm
No,
like,
this is
how
incredible.
are you
I don't know
doing
how
this?
he does it. I mean,
Wow.
he knows his music.
Wow. Wow.
I'd love to be a DJ. That would be awesome to be a DJ and just play
Ooh.
rude music all day.
Do you
Yeah.
know
I'd love
that
to
that
do
was my first job?
I think I remember you telling me that.
And I
yeah.
did that too. I was a radio
did?
host as
Marlowe
well. Yeah.
at her school, right?
Yeah, well, I've always done media stuff. So, like, I did broadcast media where it was my face. And then when I got to college, I had a radio show.
Oh, Marlowe had
Oh,
a really
cool.
cool talk show on the college radio station.
That's kind of the start of what got me into audio
Well,
work.
get those.
though.
Those were some cool shows.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
you can cut some
were.
highlights.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
I did want to make it into a podcast.
That's
when I was
awesome.
16 years old, I worked at an AM country radio station.
Oh my God.
I was the show's country kid.
And what did you do as the Shoals Country Kid?
Spin records and
Really?
did the weather. Yeah. Our station was the party line station. 7 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening. It was the party line. And it had been that for years. And that is like classified ads. So it's all day. People calling in, hello, you're on the party line. I've got a tractor for sale. If you give me a call, I'll sell it for $400 or the best offer. I got a goat for sale too. It's a good goat, about 3 years old, one horn. Give me a call, same number. It was the party line station all day.
Wow. I didn't realize that they did that on the radio. I love that.
That was not my job, though. At 5 o'clock, they shifted over to music, and I played music until about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. They called me the Show's Country Kid.
That's
hysterical. Wow.
That's fun.
Show's Country weather, partly cloudy today with a 30% chance of an afternoon thundershower. Highs today, 72. Overnight low, 63. And right now in the shows, it's 89 degrees. Coming up next, it's Loretta Lynn with something good. I bet you it'll be great. Stick around.
When I was in junior high, like 7th or 8th grade, late 70s, early 80s, we had a closed circuit TV station in our school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And we did a news program. So they picked kids like, oh, you want to be on this show? And okay, so we all took turns like operating the cameras, working
I had that. I did the exact same thing in high
Marlowe
school.
did that at her high
Yeah.
school, too.
I love that. That's awesome that you also did that.
Yeah, we all took turns. Like, I was the anchor. I did film reviews.
Oh, gosh.
We all just took turns doing this stuff. And sadly, there's no videotapes of it because I would love to see this. 13-year-old me.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Reviewing some like weird movie. I don't know. That was fun. That was really a lot of fun. And all the kids used to make fun of me for it. And I was like, well, why don't you do it? You
Yeah,
get
it
up
was
and
fun.
make an ass of yourself in front of the entire school
Right.
on television.
Well, we all can't be on TV. We all can't be stars.
Yeah.
We all can't be
Sorry
stars.
for you.
Bucko.
See, I just never I just tried not to. I never talked about it. Like I would go in and do it, and then I knew that everyone in the school had just seen me, and then I pretended like they had never. I was just like, nope, don't talk to me.
Oh,
about
you
it.
guys are both rock stars. All right, let's go on.
Hey, Dad.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for asking. It's nice to be asked.
Once in a while.
It's nice to be asked every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
How you doing, Dad?
How you doing, Dad? How are you?
I'm fine, dear. I'm fine, dear. And how are you?
I'm doing swell.
So, Marlowe, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here as well. I actually have some very special news to share.
Oh, you have a special news announcement,
Yes.
right? Okay, well, let me set this up.
I have a special news announcement
For me, should we?
for the world.
Should we? Oh, so we don't need to turn this off? Turn the.
No.
Do we need to turn the tape recorder off?
No. Please keep it on. Keep it on. Okay.
The cassette recorder?
Nope. This is about our amazing website that we need to talk about called networkinterference.com.
We have the amazing website.com.
No, networkinterference.com.
Networkinterference website.com.
Networkinterference.com. Take that website out. It is a website.
It's not a website.
No, it is a website. It 100% is a website called networkinterference.com.
Networkwebsite.com.
Nope. Networkinterference.com. Go there and check it out.
What do? Do you type that in your browser?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You
So
go
you have
to
a browser.
browser.
You have a browser.
Yes, and then
And you have to write it. How many R's does interference have towards the end of the word? Enter.
One R.
That's one R there.
Two R's.
2 R's
And
total.
then network has one R too. 3 R's.
Three
Ooh.
total. Three R's total.
Anyways, please go. Please find out how to spell network interference and then go to networkinterference.com.
Okay. So what you need to do, step 1, learn how to spell network interference.
Yep, network interference. Learn how to spell it.
Now let me ask you this, the .com part. Do you have to spell it out too, like DOTCOM?
Nope. It's just that little period.
So dot is a period.
Yes, it's a yes.
Why don't you say period? Period com.
Oh.
Why not? A dot is like your aunt's name, like Aunt Dot. Hey, Dottie.
And it also means .com.
.com. Now, is com with a K? How do you spell com? With a K-O-M.
C-O-M.
Good.
So like.
Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad it's not. I'm so glad it's not K-O-M. Because, if it was K-O-M.
What?
You'd know that the Ruskies have taken over.
Stop. No. Well, the next one is The Gong Show, which is about
my gosh.
Yeah, The Gong Show.
Now we're getting into
how many hours do you have?
That's right. I mean, The Gong Show.
It's
Wait,
Gene,
really?
Gene the Dancing Machine. Think of Gong Show as a precursor to American Idol.
Sure.
Where people have these like novelty acts and they come out and they have 3 celebrities, and if the act is good, they're not gongs. If the act is terrible,
you know what? It's America's Got Talent. It's
America's Got Talent. There's a big gong behind the stage. They hit the gong like, okay, you're out of here. And that's what the unknown comic was, one of the people who was always on it. This guy wore a paper bag over his head and told jokes.
And then you had Gene the
Dancing Machine.
You had some really good.
Okay.
And then you had 3 celebrities, and they could let them finish, or they could go up and gong. But this is so great. First of all, the host, Chuck Barris.
He is certainly one of a kind. I mean, the show was so zany, nuts, and off the wall.
The funnest part for me was when they would go and pretend like they were going to hit the gong. Because if they hit the gong, the person's got to go off the stage, right? And so the celebrities would go to the gong and just be dramatic and drag it out. Sometimes the other celebrities would come and try to pull them away from the gong and not let them actually hit it. They would fight over the big drumstick for the gong.
I remember that.
It was a lot of fun to watch.
Who were the celebrities? Were they
the same
like
type
cooler?
of people?
Oh, okay. So
these people that I don't know what else they did.
But were they younger? Like, was this for a younger crowd, an older crowd?
J.P. Morgan, who actually was a singer, and she was like one of the constant panelists.
She was,
Jamie Farr from MASH was always on it.
That's right. He was great. Jamie Farr.
He was Klinger. Yeah.
Klinger, yeah.
I can't remember. I think the other one always rotated, but I think J.P. Morgan was always on it.
It was a great show. Okay. It was highly entertaining. Cool. It was one of my favorites.
It was silly. It was just totally like silly because you just watch people getting up on stage and making fools of themselves.
I love that.
What was the show that Groucho Marx hosted? Was that
You Bet Your Life.
You Bet Your Life. Okay,
You Bet Your Life.
How did that one work? Do you remember?
Local TV used to show it at like 5 a.m, and for some reason I would occasionally get up early and see it. But Groucho Marx would have a guest on. It could be like a regular person, talking about, I'm a stamp collector or something, but they'd have a secret word, cheese or potatoes or something. And if the guest said that word, this duck would come, stuffed duck would come down from the ceiling.
Yeah,
and the person would get it
animal would drop from a rope or something. It's bizarre.
And they get like $500 or something for saying that word. It was weird, but it was more like a chat show, quiz show, because he would just talk to ordinary people. And if they said this word, then this duck comes down and they would get some money or something like that.
That's fun.
It's
strange.
I like that.
Very strange.
I like that a lot. That's an interesting concept. So they don't know the word, but they know that there is a word.
Yeah, and they would tell the audience. So you'd hear somebody off screen like, the secret word is frog or something, and they say, I have a couple pets. I have a chicken, I have a cat, I have a frog. Ding, ding, ding. This duck comes down.
Quack, quack, quack.
You said the magic word. Here you go. You get $100.
But what would happen if they never said it? Wouldn't that be boring to watch?
Did you not hear me say Groucho Marx earlier?
I don't even know who Groucho Marx is.
And you're talking about
is his real name Groucho?
Hell's yeah, his name's Groucho.
Oh, I love that.
Grouchiest son of a gun you ever laid eyes on. No, it's Groucho Marx, one of the Marx brothers. He's a very famous comedian.
Okay.
You're embarrassing me now.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Embarrassing me with questions like, who is this and who is that?
I'm not good with names, but I'm good with visuals.
You have to see the movie Horse Feathers.
Okay.
Yeah.
From 1932. It's hysterical. when broadcast television really first started after World War II, the first programs were, for the most part, game shows and variety shows. There were very few sitcoms, so they would have these quiz shows. Of course, they didn't have videotape at the time, so some of these were filmed as they were broadcast, or kinescopes is what they were called. So a lot of these early shows, there's very few of them that survive.
Right.
But
Gotcha.
the technology changed, but in a lot of ways, the shows pretty much stayed the same, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Back then, it's like, okay, this quiz show's on, we all have to huddle around a tiny little TV screen and watch it.
Are there any
Yes.
game shows that you'd recommend to watch now?
No, I
Does
don't
anything-
really watch game shows much anymore. I mean, you know, when I was younger, it was really sort of just the thing. They were very popular, and they're still popular, but I just don't really have the time to watch them. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm so stuck in what I watched when I was younger that I kind of like those original versions. I'm sure the new ones are good.
I feel that it was a different media landscape in the 70s. So
Absolutely.
we only had ABC, CBS, and NBC, and then a PBS. I grew up with that. That's the only world I knew, at least when I was really young. So it was different. There wasn't as much competition. This was before VHS players. So it's really hard to make the same type of impact now. We didn't think about recording or rewatching anything. I can imagine Dave, you know, he's hanging out with some friends. They're on the corner and maybe playing with some jacks and some marbles on the sidewalk. And little Dave Bauer notices that it's 4:30. And he's like, guys, I gotta go. It's match game. See you later, alligators. So he runs on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the Hairspray. The
Yes.
opening of Hairspray, right? You know,
Yep.
she's at school. She's in there. She's waiting for the
clock to go around.
and then she's, you know, runs out of school and she runs home with her friend, runs upstairs, and they turn on TV
They're
just
so
in time
excited.
for the show, and they're so excited.
So sweet. I miss that.
Nowadays, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got that recording.
Oh, I can watch that later. I can put it off. It's a lot of
Is
procrastinating.
it going to be on YouTube? Can someone send me the link later?
That is sad.
Television was about appointments.
Yeah.
You had to be there at a certain time. And there was a lot of effort into letting everyone know what time something was going to be.
Yeah.
And a great way to kill a show would be to move its time slot or put it up against something else. And,
Or if we were kids and something was on, it's like, oh, did you see it? Oh, no, I missed it.
Yeah, did you watch The Love Boat last night? No, we were watching 60 Minutes because of my mom on our one television. Because it was on at the same time as The Love Boat on another channel. So no,
That sucks.
screw you guys.
And if you didn't have a VCR, you couldn't tape it.
Yeah.
You know, there you
Okay.
go. Then it's like, oh, I missed it. Wait a
Must
couple
be
years
nice.
for it to come in syndication and then watch it.
That's such an interesting. It's like I've never had to deal with that, or I didn't have to deal with that for very long.
To watch something live and record something else at the same time. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
That seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You mean I can watch 60 Minutes and The Love Boat at the same time? You know, record one and watch the other? Amazing.
60 Minutes is over. Okay, rewind it. Let's watch The Love Boat.
All right. Well, that's our list of game shows. Dave, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to hear your voice. You
It was
are
a pleasure.
sound for sore ears.
It was a pleasure, and I was honored to be part of this. I had a lot of fun. Great to reminisce about all these shows.
Yeah, Dave, it's great talking to you.
Yes, absolutely. This was a lot of fun. It was great
Yes.
talking to you guys.
Hello, you're on the party line. I've got a tractor for sale. If you give me a call, I'll sell it for $400 or the best offer. Yeah, I got a goat for sale too. It's a good goat, about 3 years old, one horn. Give me a call, same number.
This is a recording. This is a recording. This is a recording. This is a recording. This is a recording.